December 3rd, 2021, I was sitting at my auntie's house in Cheribandor, staring at my phone, convinced I did just discover the secret to making money online. I had watched this YouTube video about earning with mobile phones during COVID, and I was ready. Within 3 months, I had made exactly 0 sales. Not a single person buys anything I promoted, and honestly, I had no idea why. Fast forward to 2026 and I now run Maxbe Marketing. But here's the thing, that failure taught me the one thing most people get completely backwards about selling online. And if you are struggling to making sales right now, I am willing to bet you are making the exact same mistake I did. In the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you why nobody is buying from you. And more importantly, the exact system I used to build trust before I ever asked a sale. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you bought something from a complete stranger who just popped up into your DMs? Probably never, right? Yeah, that's exactly what most people do when they start online. They create an account, find a product, and immediately start blasting like everywhere. Instagram stories, Facebook groups, WhatsApp starts, and then wonder why nobody is buying. And here's the completely change how I think about online businesses. It remains 2026 trust barometer. Only 34% of people trust brands they don't have a relationship with. Think about that. 2/3 of your potential customer would not even consider buying from if you don't know. But here's what interesting, that same study found that 81% of people say they need to trust the brand before they are buying from them. So there's this massive gap. You need to trust to make sell, but most people are trying to sell before they build that trust. I learned this the hard way in 2023. I launched that project called V.A.L.U.E CPA. I was so excited. I had the website, the content, the offers, everything ready. I promoted the everywhere. It completely flopped. When to know why? Because I was trying to sell a solution to people who don't even know I existed. They had no reason to trust me, no reason to believe I could actually help them. I was just another random person on the internet asking for their money. You know what's funny? Before I got into digital marketing, I spent a year working as a mechanic apprentice back in 2018, and I remember this one customer who became a regular. First time he came in, he don't let me touch his motorcycle. He just watched while the senior mechanic worked on it. Second visit, he let me check the oil. Third visit, I did the full service while he watched. By the 5th visit, he stopped his bike and left. Complete trust. That's what it clicked for me. Trust is not something you demand. It's something you earn through consistency and transparency and actually delivering value. All is no different. Let me break it down exactly why the traditional approach doesn't work in 2026. First, emotion overload right now. In average person sees between 6,000 to 10,000 ads per day. Your brain literally cannot process all of that, so it develops ad businesses. When you just drop a link without context, without relationship, without trust, you are just a noise. If your ad number 6001, that gets ignored. Second, the scam factor, that's be real. The internet is full of scam every day. Someone's getting followed by fake investment scheme. I conflict product or course that promises millions but delivers nothing. So people have developed healthy system, and when you show up promoting something without establishing credibility fast, their brain immediately puts you in the probably a scam category. Third, no emotional connection. People don't buy features. They buy feelings, solution, and transformations. But if they don't know you, don't trust you, and have never seen you actually help anyone, why would they believe you can help them? I see this all of the time. Someone joins after marketing, drops their link, posts it with some generic caption like "click here to make money," and that's get frustrated when nobody clicks. But think about it, the buyer's perspective. They're scrolling through their feed, you see your post, and they ask, who is the person? Why should I trust them? Have they actually used this product? Do they even know what they are telling about? And if the answer is those questions is unclear, they scroll right past. So here's the question. How you do actually build the trust? How do you go from complete stranger to someone people actually want to buy from? That's exactly what I am about to show you. I am going to give you the exact framework I use, the same that helped me go from 0 sales to running a legitimate marketing agency. Alright, here's the framework. I call it the V.A.L.U.E system. And yes, I made that name work because I am proud of myself. V. Visibility with consistency before anyone can trust you. They need to see you, but here's the key. It's not about posting on, off, and disappearing. It's about showing up constantly When I rebranded to a CP business in 2026, I committed to posting valuable content 3 times a week, not promotional stuff, not buy this post, just pure educational content about SEO, after marketing, studies, things I did like learn, I tested, some posts got 50 views and some got 5,000. Don't matter, I showed up and over time people started recognizing my name. That's the visibility. A. Authenticity. Over the perfection that's on hips, people can smell fake from a mile away. I share my failure openly. I tell about vulnerability flopping. I tell about months that I made $0. I tell about the stupid mistake I made in 2021 and 2022. Why? Because that's real. And the real build trust way faster than penetrating your God you all figure out. You don't need to be a fancy studio or perfect lighting. You just need to be genuine, share your actual journey, not the highlight reel version. L. Lead with value, not leaks. Here's the rule I follow regularly. For every on-promotional post, I create at least 5 value posts. What's a value post? Anything that genuinely helps your audience without asking for anything in return. A tutorial, a case study, a mistake to avoid. A tool recommendation that has no other links attached. When I first learned SEO in 2022, I started documenting everything I learned. I did write posts breaking down keyword results, explaining no Google X ranks content, sharing free tools I was using, no pitch, just help, and you know what happens? People started reaching out to me, they DM me, asking for advice, they are tagged me in comments, they recommend to me others. That's the power of leading with value. You understand their problems deeply. You can build trust with if you don't understand what your audience is actually struggling with. I made this mistake with vulnerability. I built what I thought people needed without actually telling to them first. Big mistake. Now I spend time to reading comments, answering DMs, joining conversations in communities. I ask questions, I listen, I find out what's actually keeping people up at night. And then I create content or recommend solutions around those specific problems. When someone feels seen and understood, trust frames naturally. Evaluation through result. This is where proof comes in. But not fake screenshot or rented Lamborghinis. Real verified evidence that you know what you are talking about. For me, that's sharing actual case studies, showing the SEO strategy that helped me to rank a blog post, breaking down a Facebook ad I ran at what the results were, even when I don't work. It also letting my work speak for itself. Maxbe Marketing exists because I applied those principles to my own businesses first. I am not teaching theory, I am sharing what I have actually done. Now I know what some of might be thinking, Bishop, this sounds like it takes forever. I need to make money now. I get it. I was 19 when I started living in a small town in Bangladesh, just desperate for figuring out how to build an income online. But here's the truth, nobody wins here. The quick sell approach takes longer because you have to start over the every single person. You are always chasing the next stranger, but when you build trust, those people become repeat customer. They refer others, they define in comments, they want to succeed. That's how you build something sustainable. So how do you actually do this? Let me give you a simple 30-day roadmap. Week 1. Choose your platform and start showing up. Pick on platform where your audience actually hangs out. For me, it started with YouTube and Instagram. Post 3 to 5 pieces of valuable content, not selling, just teaching, sharing, helping. Week 2. Engage authentically, respond to every comment, answer every DM, join relevant communities, and actually contribute without dropping links. Build real conversion. Week 3. Share your story, post about your journey, your failures, what you have been learned. Be valuable. This is where emotional connection start forming. Week 4. Solve introduction now. And only now you can start monitoring products or services, but frame it as, hey, this tool helped me solve this problem. If you're dealing with the same thing, it might help you to notice the difference. You are not selling, you are being recommending based on your genuine experience. That trust-based permission. Look, I am not some awareness success story. I am not a decades of long guru. I am just a 22 years old student entrepreneur from the school who figured out something that's through a lot of trial and error. But here's the what I know for sure. Every single successful online business I have started, including of my own, was built on trust first, sales second. Nobody buys from people they don't trust, and in 2026, with all the noise, all the scams, and all the empty promises out there, trust is your biggest competitive advantage, so stop worrying about why nobody is buying from you right now. Instead, ask yourself, have I given them any reason to trust me yet? If the answer is no, you have got work to do, but it's good work, implement work, and if it actually works, if you are found this video helpful, hit the like button. It genuinely helps the algorithm show this video to more people who need it. Subscribe if you want honest, no BS content about building a real online businesses, and drop a comment telling me what's one thing you are going to do this week to start building trust with your audience. I am Roy from Maxbe Marketing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.